Bubblegum Paper. I'm back with another card in my 25 Cards in 25 Days holiday card series. I'm putting a link to the playlist in the upper right corner so you can see all the cards I've made so far. And today I'm here with card number 11, and I'm featuring products from Tailored Expressions and the Stamps of Life. Here's a close-up of what the card looks like, and let's get started. The products I'm using are the Tailored Expressions Shade Tree Cutting Plate, the Stamps of Life Mini Flower Dies, and the Lawn Fawn Merry Messages. I'm starting with all the die cutting first, and I'll be taking that Shade Tree cutting plate and die cutting it several times out of different types of paper. So I'm going to do it once out of this wooden colored paper, another time out of the silver foil, which actually is pretty thick. It's silver glitter actually. So I run that through multiple times. And then the last one, I'm going to run it over the just a plain piece of white cardstock to use as a template. Next, I'll take a bunch of the smallest flowers of the mini flower dies. There's so many flowers in one pack, which is awesome. But I just took the tiniest ones, and I'm running them through some scrap blue snowflakey paper I have. It's the Lawn Fawn Let's Bouquet in the Snow pattern paper. So I'm running it through that, and then I'm also going to run it over this really pretty shimmery blue paper that I had that's left over from one of my earlier cards in the series. And because of the foil experience from the previous cutting plate, I decided to use a metal shim to help me with this. Next, I'm going to do some ink embossing, but this is a little different from the previous cards I've made. So I'm actually using a pigment ink, which tends to be more like it's a surface ink, so it's a little more wet than a dye ink. So I'm using this My Favorite Things sort of aqua-y color. I'm not sure of the exact color. Aqua-like color for my sentiment, and then I'm sprinkling clear embossing powder on top of that. And what's cool about this is then once you heat set it, you basically give the raised effect to whatever color ink you used. So in this case, I wanted a shiny blue one, and that's why the color is shining through. Next, I'm going to take my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, and I'm just gluing it along the back of the wooden tree panel. So it's a very thin, fine tip that I'm using here, and it actually is pretty hard to squeeze the glue out, so I need to use two hands. But the good thing about that fine tip is that I can't really make a mess. So I'm going to glue that on top of the silvery, shimmery glitter paper, which is super pretty. I love how this looks. It almost gives the tree like a little bit of a frozen effect to it. Now I'm going to take that same glue bottle and I'm just going to glue it along the back of the glittery paper. And I'm just making sure I have all the leaves covered. And then I'm going to glue that on top of the card base where I stamped the sentiment earlier. So I'll set this aside to dry. And then I take all those little flowers that I die cut. So I'm taking all the blue paper flowers and adding glue to the back of those. And then I'm going to glue those onto the coordinating silver or the bluish silver glitter paper. And for these little skinny flowers, I'm alternating between the paper and the glitter paper so that it almost looks like a fan. And then the others, the wider flowers, are just like a shadow effect. Next, I'm taking these glue dots. They're micro glue dots, which is perfect for this type of a project. And I'm just going to glue, well, first I'm going to place the flowers where I want them to go. And then I'm going to use these glue dots to place them down permanently. So it's not as messy as the liquid glue. And so now I'm just going to go lift each one up, add the glue dot to the backs of them. And then the last thing I'm doing is taking these little pearl embellishments, which are so cute, and I'm just placing them in the center of every flower. So that's a quick and easy card. Here are 3 close-ups of that finished card. No wink of Stella this time around. I did think about it though. I guess I could add it on top of the flowers. But thank you all so much for watching. If you're interested in more videos for the rest of my series, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can also follow me on social media at Bubblegum Paper or visit my blog at bubblegumpaper.com. Here are 2 recent videos I made for cards number 9 and 10. You can just click on the images and it'll take you straight to those videos. Thanks again and catch you next time. Bye!